Jealousy has finished me. Many years ago, there was a man named Johnson. He had a son who was arrogant and disrespectful. Johnson's son was not intelligent. He was always last in school activities and was always involved in one fight or the other. People in their neighborhood usually complained to Johnson about his son's misdeeds, and they always cursed him. Johnson had a neighbor named David. David had a son who was the opposite of Johnson's son. David's son was intelligent and well behaved. Everyone loved him dearly, for he was respectful and obedient. Johnson and David were friends, and they shared things in common. Johnson would always complain to David about how disappointed he was in his son. "That boy brings me shame all the time," complained Johnson. "I wish I had someone like your son as mine." David would always encourage him to be patient, that everything would be all right. Time went by. Johnson suddenly became jealous of David's son. He made up his mind to harm the young boy whenever he got the opportunity. David's son returned from school one afternoon hungry. He quickly got his food from their kitchen, balanced on a bench outside their house, and started eating. He was almost halfway into his meal when Johnson approached him and sent him on an errand. As soon as he left, Johnson muffled out a poisonous substance from his pocket and added some into the little boy's food, which he left behind. After applying the substance, he left the scene and made into his room. David's son returned from the errand and couldn't find his food. He went to Johnson and respectfully asked if he had taken away his food in order to keep it safe for him. "Your food is out there," answered Johnson. "It was there when I left for my room." A few minutes later, voices were heard from the backyard. Johnson and David's son dashed out to find out what was going on. Johnson found his son lying almost lifeless on the ground with a missing plate of food in his hand. He had stolen and eaten the food without knowing it had been poisoned by his own father. Johnson hid his face behind his palm and sobbed in pain as he watched his boy die helplessly. "Jealousy has finished me," he murmured. He never confessed his evil act to anyone, but he lived with the guilt for the rest of his life. Moral lesson: because of jealousy, Johnson plotted evil against an innocent boy. The evil eventually harmed his own son instead. The spirit of envy can destroy, it can never build. Envy is the art of counting other people's blessing instead of your own. Be contented. Don't envy anyone. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.